Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and Punched Out Thursday with Kathy, Krista, Dorothy, and myself. And we'll be featuring our punches today. I'm going to scrap this picture of my grandson Landon, and I'm going to do some punch art with a dragon. So I decided to use polka dots. It kind of made it a little difficult when it came to embellishing, and then it hit me. I had just finished a layout with summer, and this look is summery. I could get that. I could use those pieces, so it all worked out. I didn't even have to go dig them out. I just set them to the side and went on to the next layout, so it was right there. This is going to be the belly of my dragon, and I'm doing yellow and orange stripes here, and I turn the oval horizontal. When I did my test one, sometimes I do one, sometimes I don't. And I thought, I better do one on this one. I turned the oval vertically, and so I thought, well, I'm going to try it horizontally and see how that goes. So this one's going to be a little bit different. I am cutting around this in the green because I thought I needed a green dinosaur. His belly's yellow and orange, but, well, it's going to be a she. Her belly's yellow and orange, but the outside part's going to be green. And I'm using some ink from Stampin' Up, and it's just called Clover. And that's a 1/2-inch circle that I'm putting on there now. And then I'm going to take a heart from the Martha Stewart Heart Punch. It has 2 sizes on there, and they're not very big, but I am going to use the biggest one there for the feet. I did use the banner punch. And see, I punched these banners out, but I'm going to take my 1/2-inch punch and cut 2 little scallops out. And then I'm going to trim them a little bit with my scissors just to make them go out a little bit farther and look like they're supposed to be that way. I'm going to ink them in the Rusty Hinge, my favorite ink. And I'm going to put them on the green also and go around them just like I did the belly. And have some more green. And I'm going to ink it with the Clover too. Yeah, these are the wings. And I'm going to put them on, and I'm going to want to move them really quick. And they felt like they were still wet, so I tried to move them. And one moved fine and went ahead and stuck, but the other one didn't. I had to go ahead and put some glue on it. I'm using the part of the bow there, and I rounded the ends with just one end, with the 1/2-inch, no, that was the 1/2-inch circle. And then I put its arms, and I thought, I don't like how they're showing up. I want them green instead. So I pulled the green out, and I like that a lot better. I'm still going to use the yellow for the little hands, which is the bigger heart on the heart punch. And they're just like a confetti heart. I mean, they're not very big at all. And I'm putting the arms down because I plan on putting something like it's in his hand, her hand. This is a girl. I keep forgetting this is a girl. By the end of the video and the layout, it is a girl. That circle is a 1.5-inch circle. I tried a 1.25 on the test one, and I didn't like it. I think its head needs to be bigger. And I cut a full one. And then, and this is the oval. It's the 1-inch oval. I did cut a full one of it and a half of one, and I layered them so it looks like a mouth on the bottom part of the oval. And these are the eyes, and I'm really not going to need them. I'm going to end up covering them up. But I didn't know that when I was putting them on here. And I'm going to put 2 nostrils on there too. And I think then I'm going to work on his, I know the word. My mind's kind of on the blank side. The spikes coming up. I'm just turning the heart upside down so they have little spikes. And I'm putting them in a row, and I'm putting them kind of crowded like they're all one right in front of each other. And I took a green heart and making the ears. So half of it's glued down and the other half sticking out. And of course I'm tilting the head. I like to tilt the head to give it a little bit more character. This is the tail, and I kind of made it skinny. I wished once I started putting it on here and putting it all together that it was a little fatter on the bottom anyway, the part that's closer to the body. But I was already sticking everything down. And I thought, I'm just going to go with it. This poor little guy is going to have a skinny tail. I put an upside down heart on the end of the tail and made it yellow. But I did put some more spikes on there. And I'm going to use my other one, my test one, along with this. Sometimes I'll use it for a card, and sometimes I'll just save it just in case I want it for something else, especially a card. But I decided to use both of them on here. And this color box polka dot paper, it's kind of on the bright side, but I like it. And yeah, oh, and he is in the river. Landon's in the river, and he's a redhead, so his mama had a hat on him. And of course, she had a life preserver on him. And she said the reason she had to have the life preserver on him is because every time she turned around, he was getting back in the water and she was having to chase him. And so she told him he had to keep it on or he couldn't be playing. And he's got a hot dog, a soaking wet hot dog. The bun has fallen apart. It has very little left on there. I mean, if you put it close up and do the digital on the computer, you can see wet bun there. And so it's going to be part of my title. And I'm going to call it bait. Instead of a hot dog, I'm going to call it bait. I'm matting my photo twice. I started to just mat it in the green, and then I thought, well, I've got the white on here. I might as well use the white too. And so I'm double matting it in white. And I'm putting one of the dragons straight down on the paper, and then the other one I'm putting on foam tape so it has dimension. And after I do that, that's when I decide to add some grass. And so I'm going to have to do some tucking under. And I did tuck the picture under. I thought, well, I want to snuggle down in there. My title, I pulled out these green thickers, and they're pretty old. I forgot to look what year they are, but they're very old. Take my word for it. And they've only got 4 T's in there. Well, I needed more than 4 T's for what I wanted. So I thought, well, I'll just make it shorter. So it's wait. I've got the bait, but I wanted, oh, wait, I've got the bait. So I am going to end up putting the other on there and using some of those old Happy Day ones, that's Paige Evans. I'm going to use some of those blue ones on there. I decided I needed a sun up in this corner. That yellow just screams making a sun. So that's what I'm going to do on here. And I made that thicker first, and I thought, boy, that looks thick. Let me look and see before I do all this work. And I tried one, and it's too thick. So I used the thinner piece, and I was just cutting it down to the edge of the top part of the paper, the border part, and the border strip. And I was just cutting it down to there, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and use that part. And it was just about right. So I'm just going to put my sun rays around there. And I considered putting a face on my sun, but I don't end up doing it. I find some clouds in the sticker sheet, and I'll put the clouds on there instead. And it's just going to go up in that corner and wait on the clouds to get there. I trimmed the extra off and inked it. And yeah, I'm still looking at it, thinking it needs something. And I put this border on here, and I still think it needs something after I do that. But I do put this on here before I decide what else I'm going to do. And don't it look like it needs something else? I mean, I thought about quitting there. And you know me, I like plenty on my layout usually. So I'm not going to quit. I will walk away for a few minutes and try to decide what else I want on here. But I decided, oh, I forgot. I got to add my white highlights. And then I'm going to decide to make a garden. Basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to add grass and a flower, and I'm going to add a sign. I kept thinking, how do I going to put this sign on here? I did want the sign to start with. And I thought, what am I going to use for it? And I was going to get some wood grain paper and make it. But then I found this, And so I decided to use it. It is orange. And my sign, it says, no dragon hunting. If I'd had a little more room, I would have had no dragon hunting allowed. But I ran out of room, so it just says no dragon hunting. And this one says my favorite part of summer. And then the ticket says admit one. And so I'm going to make a cluster up there. But I'm not going to do it yet. See those sunglasses? I thought, oh, those would look cute on there. And I tried these other ones, the sticker ones from the Simple Stories, and I like these better, so I put them on there. And that's why I said it's going to be a girl, because it's pink sunglasses. And here I'm making my grass. I made some tall grass, but I'm also going to make some short grass. And I'm just making it by hand because it can be as messy as you want and sloppy, and it's still going to look good because it just looked like somebody didn't mow the lawn. And I'm also going to take my clover ink and ink it so that it'll have different shades of green on there. But yeah, I'm just going to make grass across there. And then see that pink flower down there? That's why I said it's a girl too. I'm going to use the pink flower to go beside her. But the other one's a boy. I'm having the other one be a boy. So I've got a boy and a girl here. And yeah, the grass is going to take just a few minutes. I thought about cutting it out, but I need to show how easy it is because it is really easy, and it still turns out looking like, well, as much like grass as if I had a die to do it. And I do have a die, uh, but I didn't pull it out. I just went ahead and made it by hand. And I'm just tucking it all the way across there, and then I'm going to make my flower. And this one here is, yeah, this is my tall grass. I decided I needed a little more tall grass if I was going to add the flower. But be sure to check the other gals out and see what they did with their punches today. Um, it's so much fun playing with your punches. It brings a kid out in me. I don't know about the others and how they feel about it, but it brings a kid out in me. And but they come up with great creations with their punches, and they're not just sitting over there. Well, mine used to sit in one of those movable little drawer things on wheels, and they were all piled in there. And if I wanted to use one, I'd dig them out, except for like 3 or 4 I kept handy. And once I started out Punched Out Thursday, I had to make other arrangements, so I went and got this thing off the wall I had in the other room for stamps, old wooden stamps. I didn't need it for that anymore because I didn't use them that much. And I put my punches on there, the smaller ones. And the others, I got one of those things you put shoes on and hung on the door, so they would be a lot easier to find instead of digging in the drawer hunting. Because sometimes it'd take me a few minutes to find whatever punch I was hunting for. And they're easy to get to now. Uh, this one is the clouds, and I'm putting them on there, and then I'm going to end up thinking they look a little bit crooked. So I'm going to end up moving them and make them a little bit wrinkled. But at least I feel like they're straight when I get done. Um, I put one yellow flower there, and that was over in the basket with my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I could see it. And I thought, well, I'm going to get it and put it on there. And I inked it in the orange. And I'm putting a blue flower since he does have a blue vest on, and I got blue in the background. And I know I'm going to go ahead and end up putting my rest of my title on there and use those blue little tiny thickers. And I don't know why I didn't do it before I put this on there, the sprinkles, but I didn't. But it will go on there. And see, I didn't even move the clouds till after I put the sprinkles on there. But I pulled out this orange um, label, and it's going to fit on there just fine. And I'm just going to put right above there. And I had another tea that way. But thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. And there's my little dragons, the 2 of them, him and her. And see, he's even taller than she is. She's a little rounder than he is. And of course, there's my sun on my cloud. And yeah, pull your punches out. Do something with them. Tag me. If it's on Facebook or Instagram, either one, tag me and let me see what you did with your punches. And let's see. That's it. That's it. That's a. Oh no, one more. Oh, I guess I got carried away with the pictures. So yeah, one more. But leave a comment below and I'll get back with you. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so much. But I hope you have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.